What's up, guys? Welcome to the Carrera GTS. Today I want to talk about something that I just read in the Porsche Club of America newsletter earlier this month, that 2017 is the 20th anniversary of the Boxster. It was introduced obviously in 1997 and it was a sales success. And the reason why I want to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Boxster is I am a former Boxster S owner. I bought my Boxster S back in 2001 as a brand new car, and I had it for, I guess, about 10 years. And it was a great car. So the Boxster has a special place in my heart. And I also want to mention that if you're new to Porsche and interested in Porsches, never owned one before, you should take a look at a Boxster, whether it be a new one, the new 718, or more to the point, a used one that has the naturally aspirated engine in it. The 2001 Boxster that I had, it was an S. It had 250 horsepower, flat six naturally aspirated engine. The 2017 718 Boxster S is rocking something like 350 horsepower. And of course, it is now a turbocharged 4-cylinder. So a big difference in modern Boxsters today versus my 2001. But I have to say, my 2001 car was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Sure, it wasn't blazingly fast as far as horsepower goes. I think the 0 to 60 was like 5.5 seconds, and the current 718 Boxster S is doing it in the 4s, 4.3, 4.4, something like that. And of course, the modern day 718 with the turbocharged engine is got loads of torque. But I really enjoyed my 2001. I used it as a daily driver, and of course I had fun with it on the weekends. And back then I lived in California, and dealing with Los Angeles traffic every day, and it was just a pleasure to be in, even though it was a lot of stop and go. It was a manual transmission, very slick shifting transmission, and it was just a joy to slick through the gears. On the weekends, that was when I had the most fun, particularly in California, which had fantastic roads. One of my favorites was driving out through Angeles Crest Forest, which is just north of La Cañada. And since I lived in Pasadena, that was very convenient and close. But the Angeles Crest Highway was something like over 60 miles of just twisting and turns and big elevation change, because you're going up into the mountains. So you had a lot of going up as well as going down, as well as the varying radius turns. So the Boxster S was just gobbled up those kinds of roads. So in that situation, what I valued more was momentum, was the ability for the chassis to take the turns and carry speed through the turns. So it was more of a momentum car, which was perfect. The engine was in the middle, so the car was very balanced when you're taking the twisties like that. I remember also another great road was on the west side of LA. It was the Mulholland Highway. I guess that's the famous road. And there was a part of it, it may not have been exactly the Mulholland Highway, but there are a lot of canyons over that way. And I remember there was one that was so tight and twisty with just a dramatic drop in elevation. So I started at the top and came down, and I remember I got to the bottom of that thing and my stomach was upset. I mean, the Boxster S just held the road, held so much speed through the corners that, man, I was like, I gotta sit down, I gotta pull over. It was that intense of a road, and the Boxster S had so much grip, it could take it at any speed you wanted to within reason. So much fun. So, and again, I used my Boxster S as a daily driver. It had the trunk in the front as well as a trunk in the back, so he had plenty of storage space for trips and things like that. So I really loved that car. Why did I give it up? It wasn't because there was any mechanical issue at all. I just wanted to move up to a 911. So after my Boxster S, I got a used 997.2 2009 Carrera S. If you're looking to get into a Porsche, the early Boxsters are reasonable buys right now. I looked on Auto Trader, and on average they're about $12,000. So there's some that are less and some that are more. And again, I can't vouch for the condition these cars are in, and I'm not endorsing Auto Trader or anything. I was just trying to see what the price range of these cars were. And because I enjoyed my experience with the Boxster S so much from back then, I thought I would share that as a way to, really experience what Porsche and Porsche driving dynamics are all about without a tremendous investment. Don't you guys just love driving? One of the things I learned by reading about the anniversary of the Boxster was that since Porsche was on the ropes financially and not doing well, they had to learn how to be more efficient in their manufacturing and design. So they learned a lot from Toyota about sharing parts, being more efficient in building your car. So if you notice, my 2001 Boxster, as well as all of the early Boxsters when they were introduced in '97, shared the front end and a lot of other parts, I'm sure, underneath the skin with the 996 911. So that was good and bad. It was good because then the Boxster got the benefit of the engineering prowess that went into the 911. I guess the downside is that a lot of 911 owners complained, or people looking at the car, that the two were indistinguishable, especially in the front. And when I compared the front end of my Boxster S to a 911 at that time, they looked pretty much exactly the same from the front. They shared the fried egg design for the headlamps. I suspect that the hood was probably the same, the fenders were probably the same, and I would suspect that maybe even the doors were the same. So from a visual standpoint, if you saw a Boxster coming at you, you couldn't tell if it was a Boxster or a 911. So I think that pissed off some of the 911 traditionalists back then. The upside is the Boxster benefited from the engineering prowess that went into the 911. And as you know, the Boxster is a mid-engine car, the 911 is a rear-engine car, so the difference is separated once you got beyond the front end. I can't say that the Boxster handled better than a 911. I won't say that. I would just say that the Boxster was different from the 911. And from my experience, the Boxster was just so neutral, again, because the engine mass and your body is in the middle of the car, which made the Boxster just a joy to drive in the twisties. So the Boxster was a sales leader for Porsche right when it was introduced. It was the top selling Porsche model from 1997 until, I think, what was it, about 2004 when the Cayenne got introduced? And then the Cayenne, of course, became a top seller as soon as it came out. And both of those vehicles, the Boxster and the Cayenne, really revived Porsche financially, which is to the benefit of us all. And as a 911 owner now, I'm reaping the benefits of that. So now more money was able to be invested in engineering to perfect, you know, the Porsche products that they're putting out now. So I give thanks to the Boxster and the whoever was running Porsche to think, hey, let's do this, because first, I enjoyed the Boxster as a vehicle. It was a great, great car. It is a great car. And it revived Porsche. You know, it kept the brand alive. And as a Porsche fan, that's what I enjoy. What are my feelings about the new 718? I think it looks really sharp, looks really good. Porsche evolves their cars. From what reviews I've read, the engine note doesn't sound very good, but it's a stellar performer as far as handling characteristics and drivability. It's supple suspension when you need it to be, but yet you can firm it up and really go into attack mode. And the engine has just a lot more torque than the old one did. So I bet you it's a little less effort involved in driving the car. So I believe the 718 is a great car, although I've not driven it myself. And that's progress for you. So gone are the days of the naturally aspirated car, which is unfortunate. But again, I bet you can find a good deal on an old Boxster S and get that natural aspirated sound and have just enough power to put a real big smile on your face. So I definitely think, you know, the old Boxsters are something worth looking at if you can find one in excellent condition. Alright guys, well that was just a quick video vlog on my thoughts on the Boxster in its 20th anniversary year. Again, I think it's a great car, and if you're looking to get into a Porsche, check out those used Boxsters. They seem very reasonably priced, and you get a lot for your money. You get Porsche engineering, a great chassis, and something that's very practical and usable. So check it out. Till next time guys, safe driving.